Did it record that? Hiya, sorry, he's making weird noises.
Cat.
Okay, there's two ways to do these. One's a piece of wire that's gone around a loop-the-loop, and the other is butcher a paper clip. I sellotape the egg to something, put my felt tip on whatever height was appropriate, and spun the egg with the marker touching it. Divided it into three. I mean, you can do it with four or whatever. I've even done one with two on, so two. And then stick them on with some strong glue and sort of build little ramps out of glue. That is sort of an eye pin wrap thing with a spring. Best way to describe it. And a paper mache'd, just slit a little line in and made it, well, you could see, if you go back and pause it, you can see how I've sort of stuck it down. And once that started setting up, then I started building, as you can see, down the spring to make the shape. Sorry, there's quite a bit missing there. Painted it yellow just in case there are any gaps. Spread the piece of string out at the end, sort of untwangled it a bit and cut little pieces out of it so it was less bulk to go over, and stuck it upwards facing the top down to the bottom, turned a right angle, and then started going around and around and around and going up the egg. Here I'm deciding I wanted some purple, so I've cut it at a straight, cut that at a straight, glue it just to stop it from fraying, and then butt them up against each other. Pardon. Went round 3 times and then did the same to carry on with the yellow. Sort of let it dry and then, you know, make a good edge to edge contact, shall we say. Here I'm colouring some my egg. I'm colouring some, I think they're all hand cut little bitty flowers. Drove me insane. There could be a couple that's been punched out, but most of them are hand cut. There I'm wrapping the centre of a paper clip just to make it look a bit less like a paper clip. I coloured the flowers with brush-o, but any sort of craft paint, whatever, I'll do, but I did it brush-o, and the water, instead of just water, I used some form of glue, like matte medium, even Mod Podge would do. And I've took some, about 4, maybe 5 strands of the string and made them into sort of a ribbon so they're flat. And I did have it blue tacked down, but I realised that it needed to be on something round, similar roundness to the egg. I didn't want to do it on the egg because I weren't sure exactly where I wanted it, so I just fixed it to a bottle with some blue tack. Here I'm threading the yellow string through, stitching it with the white, and then just wrapping some purple round and tying it so it looks like it's the purple that's holding it, but the purple was very weak once I'd untwangled it. Here I'm doing another layer at the top of purple because I used the purple paper clip, not the green one that I showed. I've done a few of these, there's a few of them to come, but you'll see them sometime, I don't know when. These are nail gems, and I'm just putting one in each centre of the flower, you know. Oh, there I decided to look pretty as a bracelet. Right, to plant it up, I ripped a hole in a napkin and put it over it like you would for an operation set. Put some gravel in the bottom. If you've got a bit of charcoal in the bottom would do good. But you might be surprised to know that I did this quite a while ago, and it's grown considerably, as you'll see in the pictures. It didn't even manage to get it all in the pictures, it's that long. But if you pick your plants right, something that, this is a cactus, a spineless cactus that grows in a tree, on a tree limb, a bit like orchids do. But if you pick if you pick a plant that doesn't need much soil in the first place, they do okay. Cactuses, I don't know. If anybody wants a list of plants, I'll do a bit more research because I haven't looked at my plants for ages. I'm a bit down on them at the moment. But I'll find out what kind of plants are good for things like this. But this was done 15 months ago, last January, did you say? Last January. And it's been hanging in a, where the sun goes down, west facing window. So I know it's in Britain, but it gets evening sun full on it, which plant could do with a bit less sun, but I wanted to see if it'd fade, if the flowers would be alright, you know, just how it'd be, because I don't like, there's a lot of things like this on Pinterest that don't survive, like those little cork ivy things that stick to your fridge, and they just don't survive. But this, I mean, it's been going for 15 months, and at the end, if you remember last year, I did one, a little egg, the same as, with a cactus in it, and that's thriving. It's doing really well, but not quite as well as this. Well, it's doing as well, but this is just growing and growing and growing. I'm gonna have to cut it back. It's really bulky down the bottom. If I cut it back a bit at the bottom, it will sprout more at the rootage end, if you know what I mean, so it'll bulk up a bit, but I don't want it to cover the flowers up. Here's the one that I did last Valentine's, and in a second, this is what it looks like now, so you can see it's grown quite a bit. Right, thanks for watching. Please share it if you've got somewhere to share it. I'd love it if you did. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're new. Take a look at my playlists and my videos. Cheers. Bye. Oh, hope you're all well. Bye bye. Stop giggling at me.